Hello fellow academics and welcome back to the Iron Lakes. We are playing the Iron Teeth on the lakes map, and last time we had made progress in getting some of our beavers into a mud bath. In addition to trying to sort out our material shortage. So for the last episode, what we needed for the mud bath was actually dirt. So we put in a dirt excavator now, which will allow us to supply our mud baths, as you can see, with dirt and make our beavers hopefully happier. All right. This episode, we're going to continue our expansion of making our beavers happier. We still have the wind tunnel to build and the motivatorium. So let's have a quick look at these. The motivatorium is here. It's relatively big. Our wind tunnel will not be that much shorter, but I think our wind tunnel could even go technically all the way in the back here. Seems like the perfect spot for it, and our motivatorium down here in the middle. That is something that we will be trying out. So, in addition, we're still short on power. There's a lot of power wheels going on, and the next ones are being put in, as well as the levees to sort of block this off. Which brings me to the next part. We're still short on logs. So we had put in a lumberjack over here, and this guy has almost completely demolished the trees on this side. But we've also put in a little area right there that will allow us to put another lumberjack over here. And once this guy is done, which is in just a handful of trees, that lumberjack can, or that same bot can basically continue chopping down all of these trees, getting us a bit more logs to, have us keep growing. Right, I'm going to I prioritize this. Somebody walked all the way over here, hammered it almost all the way there, and then decided to leave before the shift was over. Right. This guy is done with all the wood over there. Fair enough. I haven't actually looked at our mine over here in quite a while, so this one needs gears and treated planks. We are running a bit low on treated planks now. So let's have a look in our treated plank production. Should probably swap you out for someone else. And we already have a bot in here. So going to high prioritize you for a second, then on a slightly lower priority. Which also makes me think what we should really be focusing on is putting in another bot assembler. And that is what we're also going to do right now, because I think we have everything that we need. We need 100 planks, 50 gears, 50 metal blocks. We do have plenty of metal blocks, plenty of gears, and over 100 planks. So let's put in our next bot assembler. There's still a few hours left in the day, which I think will work quite nicely. Put it in here. Don't know why it was yellow. It's right next to a path, so it should connect up perfectly. Ha, I know what's going on. Because the power supply won't work like this. Alright, so let's demolish these. And there should be another thing underneath here. Here we go. Now we will be able to put in our connecting shafts down there, and then 2 corner pieces over here to wrap this up. Importantly, all of these need to be high prioritized as well, because otherwise our bot assemblers won't be able to do anything. Right. End of the day, I am going to increase the work hours, because again, I want them to finish the bot assembler and these connections. So maybe 1 night shift. Don't appreciate it. Nobody should have to work overnight if they don't really have to. So anyways, what's wrong with you? You're just missing a bot. Is that right? Yeah, we have plenty of water. It's right there. They shouldn't have any issues with that. All of the bots are recharging. Makes me think we also need more charging stations in this corner of the world. So I think in the long run, we're going to replace some of these with charging stations to have our bots have an easier access to that. Or maybe we'll just bridge over the other side. Well, we'll see. We'll see. One step at a time. All right. Bot assembler is in. It is powered. We're also going to put more bots in here. Put it on the highest priority, same as this. So we definitely have the bots producing bots all day long. And we're going to reduce our work hours again to 16. Now there are apparently 18 vacancies for our beavers now, which probably means I have removed one too many of these advanced breeding pods. So let's fix that. Advanced breeding pod, put you in right there, highest priority. And one thing that I had completely forgotten before, as I was exploding all of these and, you know, the incident happened, I wanted to actually do the same around here as well. All right, so let's see what they're up to. Mud baths are working. Nobody is using them. Not entirely sure why not. It is powered. No idea. I was like, oh, maybe they're going in there now, but they are not. They're going in the dirt excavator. Now we don't need so many of you guys in there, so let's reduce this to 2. And start planning the next bit. They are putting in a good amount of these over here already, which is good. So that means the next power wheel should be coming in soonish, which will definitely help us, again, sort of in the long run. We're still a bit short on logs, but we are increasing our planks and our gears a fair amount. So overall, I don't think I need to worry about it too much. Now we do have a ton of dynamite, which makes me think we don't need as many of these explosive factories. So I'm actually just going to remove one of them. If I remove this one, they should still be connected through here. I hope. We will see in a second. So remove you. They're still powered. Excellent. We're going to replace you with a treated plank facility. Now I could have waited until they had picked this up. Yeah, I guess it's fine. We don't really need these resources. So, you know, let's keep it at that. Right, building needs water. Which building? These need water, but we do have our swimming pools down there. I am going to demolish both of you now. We will leave our double shower in there. Not that anybody is really using it, it seems, but I get it. If you do have access to a swimming pool, why would you take a shower? I guess in regular swimming pools, I kind of understand. All right, so let's see. We wanted to expand this zone over here as well. At the same time, we also do need a bit more power. In total of 1,200, and I want to say probably 2,200 more as we are still expanding things. This is too far from... Oh, interesting. I guess that's all right. But I can actually just delete that then. So, reason why they couldn't reach it, there's a direct connection from one wheel to another, which means, well, they couldn't really get there. So I had put all of this in. I think if I were to remove these, put them somewhere else, I could put in 2 more power wheels over there, which in all honesty sounds kind of nice. So all this work, and I'm going to undo it. This is why planning in advance definitely helpful. All right, so thinking a bit in advance, not gonna put those here, but we are gonna place them actually just over there. If we continue this in this direction, actually, and then just put in 1 more over here, we can actually connect this up in like with a three-way connector, and then put our charging stations along this side, meaning we can remove all of these, connect these power wheels then up into our system, and then hopefully, well, not hopefully, and that should definitely help us speed things along as we are a bit short on power. Right, so they are doing all of this. Still no beavers in the mud baths. Maybe I need to reduce the work hours a bit more. We do have now enough bots, so no open vacancies anymore, but I'm going to change this immediately. I'm going to replace you with a bot and you as well. And I'm going to turn you back on. I want all of you guys on the highest priority because it is important for us. Oh, accidentally paused. To keep our wood supply up and running. All right, 1 more. There we go. With that, our newest forestry area is in place and up and running. Now we have sacrificed some bots over here, but with 2 bot assemblers that are working 24 hours, we should be able to get the additional bots that we need to get this up and running again soon. All right, construction lacks material. Wait, which construction over here lacks material? Oh, the trees. Shouldn't do that. It's not really that important, but I'd rather it not stare me in the face with a warning on this side. You guys are lacking pine resin, means we don't have enough pines, and you don't have enough stuff to basically get the pine resins from. So we could actually just bridge up here and utilize some of these and technically completely remove our pine resin production up in this area, which I think makes a lot of sense. So that is what we're going to do. Just going to connect this up over here. Put a path in on this side. And enough for our pine resin collector over here as well. All right, our beavers are happier than ever, which means some of them, and I have missed it. Yep, some of them were in our mud baths. Excellent. Okay. So, what do we have to do next? Again, pine resin, because we do want to keep our treated plank production up, is quite important to us. So unfortunately, by prioritizing everything again, they have put in a decent chunk of these connectors over here already. And just for my own sanity, so I don't need to worry about it later, just going to connect this up, add basically an additional pathway in there for them to move along when I connect these up. So reason why I'm pausing, I know I have just put in something on highest, I remember now. I do want to lower the priority of these now, because the pine resin has the priority overall. Our treated planks are going lower. Once our treated planks are gone, our metal production over here will stop, and then our scrap metal production, then our metal production will stop, and ultimately our robot production will suffer from it. So it's important, let's just put it like that, to keep an eye on this. Okay, so they are building this relatively slow. How many? We do have a lot of planks in there. We're still just lacking, I think, some logs. Yep. But overall, that should kind of work out okay. Now that we are moving you, I am going to delete you. I'm going to set them up to chop these trees down as well. We're also going to stop replacing them with pines and going to replace them with more oaks. Kind of just expanding our oak area, which I think overall will help us in the long run as well. Right, the bad tide is almost over. Let's have a quick look at our power production. We do need a ton of power still, but you know, we're getting there. All right, how does this look now? Yeah, it's getting there slowly. So what should we focus on next? One poor beaver is unfortunately injured. Nothing for us to focus on. Just interesting to know. Okay, regular water is coming, and that should flow over this direction much faster now, because we had blocked this part off. So I'm pretty happy about that. Log production is kind of bouncing around. We're still building a ton, especially of these levees over here. They obviously need a ton of logs. But we're also already over here now. Means we can put in all of this, put in our staircase here. I prioritize you. Connect the path and then put in our tapper shack over here. Nice priority. Here's a kind of a nice spot to work, although it will be a robot. So think of you working there. You just overlook a lake, you see a bunch of trees, you're surrounded by blueberries, could take breaks, just snack on them. Sounds kind of nice. In the meantime, I think I just missed them in the mud baths again, did I? Nope, doesn't seem like it. Anyways, so one beaver was hungry, not entirely sure why. I guess he had quite a bit to go. Oh, look at that. This is in now. So let's explode this. And we now have a moat around our city center. We don't really need a moat, but I do like the way this looks. It does make me think we should probably raise the water level a bit more, but then we need to figure out something over here. So let's not. I think for now it is fine. Right. They have actually finished building all of this now, except for that very last one. 2 more logs coming. Then we are going to destroy this and replace it with the appropriate corner piece. After that, we're just going to connect these up over here. Let's see how far they're getting. All the material is in. We're literally just waiting for them to hammer it into existence. Could also continue our expansion of charging stations over here. That might actually not be too bad an idea. Although, at the moment, our bots seem okay in terms of power. So we'll leave it at that for now. Would somebody please come and hammer this into place? Here we go. Because now, I said I don't want to pause. Now we want to destroy this, put in our freeway junction. Highest priority it is. Too far away, apparently. So let's quickly connect this up. Which means now it's close enough. And somebody is bringing logs in. All the logs are in, so the connection is made. Good. Which means we can fully bring this in. Put this again on highest priority. And add in our corner pieces. Nope, we wanted a T-junction over here. Also want a T-junction over here. And a straight piece in this direction. Make sure the rest is on highest priority as well. Once they have finished building this, I am going to destroy this path. And then we're gonna connect this up. And that puts in 2 more power wheels into our power wheel system. The next thing that's followed this is we're going to finish this area right here so that this power wheel will also produce a bit more than just 50 horsepower, or HP, whatever it stands for our beavers, making it much more. So this has helped just as I hoped. There's enough water flow now in here that this area like raised up really fast. And this part is also completely full, which is good. And look at that, we're not bouncing straight around 0 anymore, although we're still pretty close. I have finished all of this now, so let me remove this path, put in the connector over here. And then, like I mentioned before, we're going to move these on this side right there. So charging stations, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 will be enough. This was a bit overkill, but we needed to extend it basically to connect the other power wheel. Oh, this was not on highest priority, so let's fix that. And already removed those paths. Put in the shafts over here to connect these up. Again, highest priority. Now nobody is working anymore, which is fine. We do have a ton of unemployed bots, which makes me think you guys are now bots. And then you guys are now bots. Ooh, flooding going on. Will it balance out? I don't actually know. Maybe it's because we're funneling down so much water this way. What if I just close you? Huh. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So we're gonna leave one of these as just permanently open, and the other one in our automated system. That should remove a certain amount of water over here. We could also turn some of these into sluices to allow more water flow out of this path. And I think I am actually going to do this right now. They don't need to be sluices to allow that added water flow, but we're going to turn them into sluices anyways, because that allows us, or gives us, the extra barrier that I've talked about on the other side. So let's high prioritize this. There's now already more water flowing out. We're getting more and more flooded over here, actually. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So they have already put in the sluice over there. Connect this back up. Let's delete this one over here as well. Replace it with a sluice. Highest priority, of course, because why wouldn't we? And we have 2 of these flowing out. Ooh, our entire colony is flooded. Makes me wonder if this was not a good idea over here. Maybe. Oh, don't want to pause. Let me destroy you now. And we're going to open you guys up again. There's no water flowing over here. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Maybe I should have let an overflow in this direction. Oh, this would actually be perfect. Think about it. An overflow in this direction would actually funnel water into our power supply. I like that. I like that. So let's do it. Going to delete this levee. High priority. It's going to delete this levee because, again, don't need it. High priority. It's too far from the... Oh, I see. And then we're going to put in... Actually, you should have just deleted this levee. Oh well. You delete it now. Highest priority of picking that up. Putting in a sluice over here. Highest priority in building that. We definitely need to... it didn't actually need to be this should not be a sluice. This should be a regular dam piece. Yep. No. If this gets too high, especially if we're considering funneling additional like bad water down this way, then we're in a bit of trouble. So let's put in a sluice and just keep the sluice on open. No. None of this just makes sense to me right now. I don't know why I'm struggling so much. Alright, here we go. Put in this. And then put in just a regular platform over here. Now, let's high prioritize the platform and the floodgate. The floodgate will allow us to raise it a bit more than the regular dam, which will ultimately be good. Now, we might be in a bit of a pickle unless I think they can wrap it up. Yeah, they did. Good. All right, here we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Where is all this water coming from? Probably the only Timberborn Timberborn player to ever struggle with too much water. Which reminds me, this is something that I would really love to see in this game. If the floods would not just be regular floods. You know what I mean? It's like, they're like spring floods and stuff. I think that would be awesome. Alright, still too much water. But now, with the bad tide, nothing should get funneled down here. So this will definitely help us. Alright, this extra channel out makes me also wonder if we should just create the ultimate channel out here and none basically through here. In a sense, block this off, have this area. No, we do want this area still supplied by there, but the complete overflow to be happening over here. Why is there still so much water? Yeah, not entirely sure. Okay, great. All of our crops died. So, pickle there. Good times. Close at downstream depth. We don't want you to actually be closed. We want you to be open. Which means, again, Lucis shouldn't have been in there. Maybe today is one of those days where I can't wrap my head around stuff. But we definitely need to put a path in there, connect this up. And they have finished building all of this, which means we can now also put in our last connecting log piece over here, which will help us in the long run. So this has stopped flowing out of here, which is good. You guys should not be open, you should be on automatic, and you should really not be sluices. That's kind of my take-home message. So let's figure out how we can fix this. I think it's time to put in finally some more floodgates. But actually, let me... Nope, they're already putting them in. Good enough. I do want to kind of connect this up. No, don't want to pause. No. I cannot wrap my head around this today, so bye-bye. All of these are gone now. These are on automatic, which is good. It's actually not good. They should just be closed for now. And we'll sort this out next time when I have a fresher mindset to solve all of these problems. Either way, flooding has been stopped. We still have 1,500 units of food in there, which is good. So nothing to worry about there. And 5,000 water. So we'll be okay. All right. With that, in a very confused state, I am going to end this episode. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you're just as confused as me, leave an emoji representing that in the comments. Otherwise, let me know what you think. Probably something very obvious that I can't wrap my head around it. Any comment is appreciated, good or bad. Thank you everyone for watching. Consider subscribing, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.